Welcome to part 2 of my Discovering Istanbul series. In the first video, I showed you some ancient sites and discovered some amazing Turkish foods. In this video, I'm going to be taking a deeper dive into some other fascinating parts of this city, and I'll find some new foods to eat along the way. There are 3,000 mosques here in Istanbul. I have visited a few of them already, and one that deserves a special mention is the Sulaymaniye Mosque. This mosque is one of the best known sites in Istanbul and offers a commanding view of the Golden Horn. And it's the largest Ottoman-era mosque in the city. Built in 1550, by Suleiman the Magnificent. I love that name. I love all these ancient rulers' names here. They all end with the Magnificent, the Great, the Mighty, or the Supreme. These guys let it be known what they were all about. You can also visit the cemetery where the mausoleums of Suleiman the Magnificent and his wife can be found. This entire complex is free to visit. I really love it up here at the Sulaymaniye Mosque. It just doesn't seem as crowded as the other mosques I visited. It's a little bit out of the city center, and it's surrounded by this beautiful green space and a wonderful outlook across the Bosphorus. It is really nice up here. The T1 tram line will connect you to almost all the tourist sites. And if you want to go across to the Asian side, you can take a boat from one of several ferry terminals, and that's what I'm doing this morning. I'm next to the Galata Bridge, and I'm going to be taking a boat over to Kadikoy. This morning I took the ferry to the Kadikoy neighborhood on the Asian side of the Bosphorus. Kadikoy was actually named one of the 50 coolest neighborhoods in the world, along with being the liberal cultural center on the Anatolian side of Istanbul. Even though this area is home to many bars, cafes, restaurants, and shops, it still has a more relaxing vibe than the European side. This laid-back area is famous for its fish and produce markets. So I think I'm going to spend the whole day over here checking it out. After walking around Kadikoy for a while, I found a nice place to relax where I had a Turkish tea and some delicious walnut baklava. So I really didn't know what to expect over here in Kadikoy, but it does live up to the hype. This is a great neighborhood that has wonderful streets to walk, nice little cafes, restaurants, pubs, shops. Oh my gosh, the fish and produce markets look wonderful. There's these really nice delis with cheeses and olives and meats, big hunks of pastrami. And I really worked up an appetite, so I had to stop and have some lunch. And one of the first things I saw on the menu was hummus with pastrami. So I'm going to give this a try. Absolutely delicious. I also ordered some Balik Cokorec, or minced fish. It's really hot. It's still bubbling in the little pan. Oh yeah. Wow, that's fantastic. Raki is Turkey's national drink, and I've never tried it before. There's a special way to drink it. When the waiter brings it out, it's just like a shot of the Raki, and then he adds chilled water and ice to bring out the anise flavor. It is a liqueur, So here goes. Oh man. I didn't know I was gonna like it this much. This is fabulous. Today I'm visiting one of the top sites in all of Istanbul, Topkapi Palace, located in the old historic district of Fatih. This palace served for 400 years as the administrative center of the Ottoman Empire and as residence of the reigning Sultan. The Ottoman Empire ended in 1923, just over 100 years ago, and the newly formed Turkish government turned Topkapi Palace into a museum and library. With its 400 rooms spread over 175 acres, this place is truly grand. If you get here early, you can have spots like this all to yourself. How beautiful is this? Right where the Sultan stood, looking across at the Galata Tower and the beautiful gardens. To me, the most impressive part, aside from the beautiful grounds, architecture, and the stunning views, was the Imperial Treasury. The Imperial Treasury contained some of the finest treasures of the Ottoman age, including the famous Topkapi dagger and the 83-carat spoonmaker's diamond. This is the best collection of jewels I have ever seen anywhere. So impressive. A large part of the palace is devoted to the harem. The harem was managed by the Sultan Valide, who was the Sultan's mother. She managed 300 concubines, all of his wives, children, servants, and the eunuchs. So I just spent 4.5 hours walking around Topkapi Palace, and wow, I was blown away. I was on the fence whether I really wanted to go or not because the tickets are $46 a person. And that's kind of pricey, but I am so glad I spent the money and went inside. It was so worth it. But I'm starving now, and I just came out of the palace grounds, and there's a simit cart right here. And simit is an iconic bread here in Istanbul, and the texture's a lot like a bagel, and it is covered with toasted sesame seeds. So I'm gonna dig into this now because I'm starving, and I know this is delicious. I've had several of them already. And it's a great snack, a great breakfast for only about 30 cents. Delicious. Istanbul is a city of cats. There are cats literally everywhere, and I love it. It's estimated that there are about 200,000 cats in this city. Most of them may be strays, but they are very well taken care of. There is literally a food bowl and a water bowl in front of pretty much every business and residence in this town. I've even seen women take bags of cat food out of their purse and just go down the street handing out cat food. The cats may be strays, like I said, but they're very healthy looking, very well taken care of, and I think it says a lot about a society that takes care of its animals. Situated at the Ortakoy Pier is the Grand Mosque, also known as the Ortakoy Mosque. Completed in 1854, this is one of the most popular locations on the Bosphorus. The mosque is modest in size, but its grand architecture and the view of it sitting in the shadow of the Bosphorus Bridge next to the water make it incredibly picturesque. So after trying the baklava over in Kadikoy, I had to get some more. So this morning I came to a famous place here in Istanbul called Hafiz Hustafa 1864. Hafiz Hustafa has many locations around Istanbul and one in Dubai. They also offer baklava in tins as well as shipping worldwide. They've been at it 160 years, so my expectations are pretty high. I had to order a variety of things this morning because they all look so good. I could not make up my mind about what I wanted. I have a variety plate that has a mixture of pistachio and walnut baklavas. And then this trio of pistachio baklavas that come with clotted buffalo cream. I'm really anxious to try this one. Would you look at this? It looks so amazing. I can't wait to taste it. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. The flavor of the pistachios, the layers of light flaky dough, the clotted buffalo cream, they all blend together perfectly. This is the perfect dish. I love it. That's a walnut one. Holy cow, is that good? I don't know which I like better, the walnuts or the pistachios. I think if you're in Istanbul, coming to Hafiz Hustafa is a must. Getting a variety plate like this wasn't real cheap, but it's definitely worth it. This is an experience to remember. So I finished my incredibly decadent and delicious breakfast at Hafiz Hustafa 1864. And of course, I couldn't eat all of that. I have a little takeaway bag for treats for later. While the Grand Bazaar may be the most famous of Istanbul's covered markets, the Spice Bazaar, also known as the Egyptian Bazaar, wins the prize for being the most fragrant and colorful. If you visit the Spice Bazaar in the morning, you can beat the crowds and really take in everything this market has to offer. There are beautiful displays of flower teas, colorful and fragrant spices, and getting here early allows you to really appreciate this beautiful building that was built in the 1600s. The streets surrounding the bazaar are just as fascinating and offer better prices, but keep in mind you are going to have to haggle to get a good price. I love to seek out the green spaces whenever I'm visiting a big city. Today I'm visiting the beautiful Yildiz Park, a nice escape from the hustle and bustle of the city. It not only offers a beautiful green space, it also has one of the most stunning views of the city looking across the Bosphorus. You can easily spend a couple of hours here. I hope you enjoyed part 2 of my Istanbul series. If you liked this video, be sure to check out part 1 and subscribe, because there is so much more to come.